Hello, my name is Lee Graham, and I'm the lead e-learning developer for Harris Corporation's Public Safety and Professional Communications Group. Basically, we build communication technologies for the public safety and the military communities. Currently, we provide all our e-learning courses via the ProTracks learning system, and of course, we develop all of our courses with Adobe Flash. The focus of our online training program is to teach policemen, firemen, and soldiers how to use our radio systems as well as our dispatch consoles. We love Flash because it allows us to integrate 3D movies of our radios along with audio, text, and other interactive content to create a truly engaging e-learning experience. About a month ago, I got my hands on a Google Nexus One, and it made me curious how well would my e-learning actually run on the mobile device, especially with all the tech bloggers out there giving it mixed reviews. Some say it works really well, some say not so well. So I thought I would go ahead and put it to the test. So what I'm here to demo to you today is to show you how easy it is for you to convert your Flash Player 8 e-learning content to Flash Player 10 so it runs on a mobile device. A month or so ago, I got my hands on a Google Nexus One, running Android 2.1 at the time, which I've recently upgraded to Android 2.2. Then I installed Flash Player 10.1 via the Android market, and then that really piqued my curiosity. How well would my Flash e-learning courses run on my mobile device, especially since some of these tech bloggers out there have given Flash on Android mixed reviews? One lunch break, I decided to put it to the test. So that brings us to our demo today. I'm going to show you how easy it was for me to convert my Flash Player 8 content, which I have written in ActionScript 2, over to Flash Player 10, and then I'm going to demo it for you on my Google Nexus One. Okay, we're first going to start out by talking about size. All of our original Flash e-learning content was developed at a resolution of 800 by 600 pixels, which is great for desktops, laptops, and even netbooks, but not necessarily so well for mobile devices such as the Google Nexus One, whose native resolution is 800 by 480 pixels. So the first step in the process would be to come over here to your project properties and adjust the size. So the 800 dimension on the width is fine, but we had to adjust the height from 600 to 480. We lose 120 pixels. Then we went through and we had to adjust each page of our content to reflect these changes. If you're developing for multiple mobile devices, I highly recommend you check out Christian Cantrell's blog post about authoring mobile Flash content for multiple screens. You can find this link in the resource section of this blog post. Next, we're going to talk about the settings. And it's really simple. The only thing you have to adjust in the profile of your export settings is you got to come here and you have to change your player from Flash Player 8 to Flash Player 10, and then click OK. Next, you have to remember that the users are not going to be able to use a mouse to click on those tiny little buttons and menus. And you also have to realize not everyone has the same petite finger as you. If you're like me, you got that big fat finger, and some of these small buttons are really hard to click. I highly recommend that you create each of your buttons at least 60 by 60 pixels for the fat-fingered people like me. So we're just going to kind of estimate. We're going to bring this up a bit. And so now you see we have bigger buttons, and the menu looks pretty good. Last but not least, optimization. By optimization, I'm not only referring to your code, but your content as well. Most people complain about Flash being buggy or glitchy or running slow. This can easily be taken care of, usually by just simply optimizing the assets and the code of your project. While I don't have the time to go into great detail and depth, Adobe has provided a wonderful resource on how you can optimize your code, your media, your network interactions, and even your SQLite databases to perform extremely well on mobile devices. I urge you, get into this, know this. This is extremely important to creating a dynamic experience with Flash on mobiles. Alright, so finally, alright, we've talked about the size, the settings, the buttons, and the optimization of both your code and assets. Now let's get down to business. We're going to first test our new mobile e-learning framework here locally on the computer, and then we'll test it on the Google Nexus One. So first, we're going to come up here to Controls, Test Movie, and then click Test. It's going to export the clip and load it.
Welcome to the P7270 radio operation course. In this course, you'll learn about the P7270 portable radio's controls, display indicators, and alert tones, as well as how to operate the radio on an open sky communication system.
Alright, our graphics and text look great, our menus and our navigation look great. So next, I'm going to show you one of our interactive clips here, and then we'll show you how it looks on the Nexus One.
We'll start this module by examining how to change groups. To change groups, use the Group Select knob mounted on the top of the radio. The group name is displayed on line 1. Now, using your mouse, turn the knob to practice selecting different talk groups. When you're finished practicing, click the Continue button.
Well, obviously I haven't updated the text and the voiceover to reflect this being a mobile course, but for the sake of the demo, we're going to click up here on the knob, highlighted in red, and you'll see it spin around because it's a 3D movie, and then you'll see the line 1 right here, talk group, change. And as we click through here, you see the knob turning. So there's that demo. Now let's go over and try it out on the Nexus One. Alright, now for the moment of truth. We're here on our Google Nexus One, running Android 2.2 and Flash Player 10.1. We're going to click here on our browser, and now we're going to navigate to our local server that's hosting our mobile e-learning framework that we just created with Flash CS5. We're going to let it load and let you watch it for yourself.
Welcome to the P7270 radio operation course. In this course, you'll learn about the P7270 portable radio's controls, display indicators, and alert tones, as well as how to operate the radio on an open sky communication system.
Okay, well that's a great start. It loaded, the audio sounds great, and the graphics and text are clear. Now, let's go back and check out the demo that we tried out earlier on the computer, the one with the 3D group knob and adjusting the talk groups on line 1.
Welcome to Module 5, Changing Menu. We'll start this module by examining how to change groups. To change groups, use the Group Select knob mounted on the top of the radio. The group name is displayed on line 1. Now, using your mouse, turn the knob to practice selecting different talk groups.
Just as we did on the computer, we're going to interact with the 3D group knob. As we adjust it, we're going to watch how it affects the talk groups on line 1. Okay, we have TAC 1, Train 3, TAC 2, TAC 3, so on and so forth. Success, no hiccups, and more importantly, no crashes. This just goes to show two things. One, it's easy to upgrade your older Flash content to Flash Player 10, and two, Flash content can run extremely well on mobile devices that are comparable to Apple's iPhone when developed with the mobile experience in mind. Thanks for joining me, and stay tuned for more interesting tips and tricks in the future.